Lately, it really feels like businesses are just juggling so many different software tools.
Oh, absolutely. There seems to be a specific app for every tiny task, and it can get overwhelming.
Totally. It's almost too much to keep track of.
It is. And a recent article from NMI actually points this out. It talks about a big shift happening.
A shift. In what way?
Well, it seems organizations are really starting to prefer more, let's say, comprehensive platforms instead of, a whole collection of separate tools.
Oh, okay. So that's what we're diving into today, why these sort of feature-rich platforms are really taking off in the B2B world.
Exactly. We want to understand, based on that NMI piece, what's driving this move towards consolidated software? What features are key?
Right. And look, if you've ever felt like you're just bouncing between different apps all day instead of getting work done, this should be really relevant.
Definitely. We're digging into why this move towards more unified stuff can actually be a really good thing.
So let's start with the old way, the sort of patchwork approach.
Where you've got one system for operations, maybe another one for payments, your CRM over here, support tools somewhere else.
Yeah, all separate islands.
Right. And the idea might be, let's get the best tool for each job, but that fragmentation, it causes headaches.
Like what kind of headaches? Costs, maybe.
For sure. Costs add up fast. Multiple subscriptions.
And it's not just the money, right?
Yeah.
It sounds complex.
Oh, incredibly complex. Think about trying to make them all talk to each other. Integration. Then there's training people on all these different systems, maintaining them, getting support from 5 different companies.
Oh, that sounds inefficient.
Precisely. And the more connections you build between separate tools, the more chances there are for something to break.
And what about the data? If it's all locked in different places?
That's a huge one. Data silos. You can't see the whole picture easily.
Which makes it hard to make good decisions, I bet. Or even just for teams to communicate properly.
Absolutely. It hinders optimization, communication, everything.
And just the user experience?
Yeah.
Constantly switching apps?
Yeah, context switching, it kills productivity. People miss things. Tasks get dropped. It's a real drag.
Okay, so it makes total sense why businesses are looking for something better, more unified.
Exactly. They're moving away from that fragmented mess.
So what makes these winning platforms different? What are the key features they're adding?
Well, the NMI article makes a good point. It's not just about cramming in more features. It's strategic. Adding things that genuinely provide high value, things that make users stick around longer, keep them engaged, and ideally, things that aren't crazy difficult to integrate into the main platform.
Okay, that makes sense. Value, stickiness, engagement. Got it. So like what specifically, CRM comes to mind. Everyone needs that, right?
Pretty much universal, yes. Every business needs to manage customer relationships. But think about traditional enterprise CRM.
Big, complicated, maybe overkill for some.
Exactly. Often too complex, one size fits all. The opportunity here is for more niche software to build in targeted CRM functions, stuff that actually fits the industry.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Like software for a dentist's office.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of some giant CRM, it could have built-in appointment reminders, maybe help manage insurance claims easily.
Ah, right. Directly relevant.
Or for, say, a construction platform, maybe features for scheduling crews efficiently or documenting things on site.
So it fits their workflow instead of forcing a whole separate system on them.
What about all the data businesses generate? How do platforms help with that?
Yeah, data overload is real. The challenge isn't getting data, it's using it.
So analytics.
Integrated business analytics and intelligence, yeah. Easy-to-use reporting dashboards make a huge difference.
Exactly. Actionable insights, readily available. That makes the software incredibly valuable, indispensable even.
Okay, what about customer support? That's always huge.
It's a massive differentiator. Good support matters. So integrating support tools into the platform is key.
Like ticketing systems or help portals.
Yep. Support portals, ticket management, even live chat. It lets the platform's users support their own customers better without leaving the main software. Very efficient.
Now, payments. Businesses got to get paid.
Fundamentally, yes. And lots of platforms integrate payments somehow, but often it means setting up separate accounts, external gateways.
More hoops to jump through.
Right. The trend now is towards embedded payments. Tools built right in that handle everything, taking the payment, managing the processing, the merchant services side.
That sounds way simpler for the user.
It absolutely is. A big convenience.
Okay, and for businesses selling actual physical stuff, goods.
Inventory management becomes crucial. Shipping tools, tracking.
Like Shopify, maybe, where you manage stock, print labels, see where orders are.
That's a great mainstream example. But the NMI article also mentions niche cases. Think about software for a farm supply store. Imagine it having stock alerts for seasonal items integrated with shipping updates. That kind of specific built-in function is incredibly valuable.
I see. It's all about making it seamless within their specific world.
Precisely.
So we've talked a lot about the benefits for the user of the software. What about the software companies themselves? Why build all this in?
Well, several big advantages. First, competitive differentiation.
Standing out from the crowd.
Exactly. You're meeting that user demand for less hassle, more centralization. It makes your platform more attractive.
And it improves the user experience, clearly, less friction.
Definitely less friction.
Right.
Less frustration managing disconnected tools.
Which probably means people are less likely to leave, less user drop-off.
That's a huge benefit. By cutting down on that context switching, making them more efficient, you reduce churn.
So they stick with you longer.
Right. You build stickier relationships. Your software becomes more central to their success, so they're much less likely to look elsewhere.
It really paints a clear picture. This demand for comprehensive, one-stop software isn't going away.
Not at all. It's increasing.
And that NMI article specifically called out payments as something pretty much everyone needs integrated.
It did. Payments are almost universal for B2B software.
So how easy is it to add that kind of functionality?
Well, the article notes that partners like NMI actually make this simpler than you might think. They offer modular solutions, different ways to integrate no-code, low-code, APIs depending on your needs. They can handle the acquiring side, onboarding merchants.
So they help handle the tricky payment stuff behind the scenes.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Helping create that seamless branded payment experience for the end user.
Which gets the software company to revenue faster.
Faster time to revenue, and they can often earn from the transactions too. It makes the integration worthwhile.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the big takeaway, drawing from that NMI perspective, is really the power of these integrated, feature-rich platforms today.
Absolutely. They're solving real problems for businesses.
So, a final thought for you listening. Think about the core things your users do every single day. What could you build into your platform that would make their lives significantly easier?
Yeah, what could turn your software into that indispensable one-stop shop for them? Really consider the long-term value that kind of strategic integration can create.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you found it useful, and we encourage you to keep exploring these ideas.